Welcome to this session of Fishbait's Fly Box. I got in the mail today my April 2017 PostFly box for fly tying, and I haven't opened it yet, and that's what I want to share with you right now. So it's kind of got me going. I wonder what the other one was pretty good. It had the synthetic clousers in it, and I want to see what this one's got. So let's take a look. Okay. Open it up. First thing we see is the newsletter, just like usual. Fly guide. See anything in it. Oh, it looks like we got on the trout box. We got some cool stoneflies in here. Double tungsten bat. Man, that's an interesting one. I'd like to see. Sofa pillow, little Sloan, warm waters, some green poppers in there. Another just the tip from Hank Patterson. And it's stonefly season, so I think we're going to see the stonefly things. That's what explained a little bit. Cool looking poster. Microstone rubber legs to fly. Saltwater's got some bait fish in there. Peanut bunker, I guess. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's another featured member named Zachary Cope. Anyway, that's kind of cool. And then we got the tying kit, which has a picture of the fly on there. It's kind of a cool looking fly. Looks like it comes with golden stone and a black stone, and size 12 and 14. Let's see what we got in it. Let's look at this other stuff first. What we got here, looks like it might be a sort of cloth. Ah, it's a gaiter. To protect your neck and your face when you're fishing. That's cool. I can always use these. Now we got another leader, 9 foot, 5X this time. Last time was 4X. This time we got a 5X. And another sticker, catch and release one. Cool sticker. I like that sticker. Put that over. I'll put it back in the box. Let's open up this fly tying kit. These are usually glued together pretty good. Just got some D-rib that came off. This looks like some micro D-rib or midge D-rib in rust. Looks like we got our fly that we can use to mimic what we're tying. Let me turn this other light if I see the fly better. Maybe not. Anyway, it's a cool looking fly. And we got some medium bead, looks like bead eyes with a size M, so I'm assuming they're medium. Some size 12 hooks, size 14 hooks, small eyes, some lead wire, some orange dubbing, rubber leg material, some more black D-rib right there, and some more maroon dubbing. There's some strip goose biots in the back there. And again, a thread on the spool, on a good spool, and it's got both colors onto it, and some flash and thin skin type material. Shield material is what they call it. So anyway, this will be a cool tie. I'll read the instructions and we'll tie one up for you. Thank you. Okay, welcome back to Fishbait's Fly Box. I did a box opening of the PostFly for April 2017. What came in the box was my micro stonefly, rubber legs, and I've tied a few of them. I was just gonna tie it first time, but they just weren't turning out. And I was trying to do it by the instructions, and it just didn't like the way it was going and the process of it. So I changed it up a bit, and hopefully I made it a little bit less. It wasn't real complicated, just less time consuming to tie, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, here's what how I'm gonna do it. What I've got in the vise is the hook that came with it. I think it's a 2XL hook, and there's an 1/8 inch gold bead on it. And with the thread that came with it, I'm gonna use the yellow, and I'm gonna tie the golden stone version. And so we'll start with some lead wire. I might do about 10 wraps. And I'll take my thread and we'll start tying that down. Tie that to the bend of the hook. And I'm going to take some of these gold goose biots that came with it. Take two fibers off of those, 2 biots. And as we take them off the stem there, split them up and have them so that they splay out from each other, like so. And then we're going to measure the hook shank and do about half a hook shank length, and we'll tie those at the sides of the hook there. Okay, we'll take and cut those butt ends off. Secure those down good and tight. Quickly bring it up back up behind the lead wire there. And I'm going to take the D rib that came with it, and this is like a orange amber rust color. And we're going to tie that in at the bottom of the hook. Maybe. And I'm just going to hold this down at the bottom so the D-rib will stay at the bottom. Bring it out towards the far side. I should be able to keep it right near the bottom of the shank there. We'll bring it to the bend of the hook there. Cut off any extra tag of that D-rib. And I'm going to take my thread and bring it back to the bend one more time. And we're going to take some dubbing. This is the orange color dubbing, orangish I should say. You don't need a whole lot of this. I think the instructions how you put this on there for, the instructions how you put this on for a little bit of bulk on the abdomen, so you don't have to build quite a large taper. But it's interesting because the fly that came with it, for demonstration purposes, doesn't use the dubbing underneath it, but the instructions say to use it. So it's kind of a interesting little tidbit there. I want to go and tie that in to directly behind the lead wire there, and then I'm going to take the ribbing and I'll start wrapping around the hook shank. tie that in to about the 50% point of the hook there, halfway down the hook shank. And then I'll tie it off and trim it. The D-rib off. Careful not to cut my string. Or thread, excuse me. And then I'm going to take this wing case and tie it in. And it's just like contact paper with some sticky stick back, almost holographic tinsel. And they come in little strips. So I just stuck it on from one side to the other, and I want this side down. The side that's got the holographic down. And I'll take and tie that in the top of the hook shank. And then I'm going to take a rubber leg. Actually, I'm gonna back up. I am going to wrap this thread around the lead wire and put about halfway between up the lead wire. And then I'm going to take the rubber legs, and I've got a lot of, I don't know, 1.5 2 inch strip here of rubber legs, and I'm going to divide them up, even their ends out, and I want to put them right in the middle fly there. And I'll do a couple of light wraps. Bring it over side. Straighten up where I want them. Okay, and then I'm going to wrap to behind the legs to where I tied that wing case in. Now I'll take some more dubbing. Make a noodle, dub the thread. Okay, now I'm going to take and wrap them behind the legs. Start wrapping this thread behind the legs, do a wrap or two behind the legs. And then I'll wrap in between them, a couple of wraps. And actually I'm going to go ahead and keep going forward with these. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some of this lead wire I've got. That came with it, this spare lead wire. I'm going to fold these legs back and wrap it around the hook shank here. Okay, the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to tie the antenna in. I could have done that first, but I didn't. Now I'm going to take 2 more goose biots. And again, we're going to have them splay away from each other, like we did with the tail. Like that. And then we're going to take and tie them in at the front of the fly, and I want this to be less than half the shank length of the hook, because they're antennas. So we'll put them at the side, and we'll tie them in. And don't worry about if they come out at 90 degrees right now. We can adjust and fix that with dubbing. Okay. I'm just going to build some thread up around those antennas just to okay, now I'm going to take the lead wire off. Okay, now I'll dub some more thread. I'll wrap around, and we'll keep wrapping until we get those antennas to go to the side and just point outwards the fly. Okay. Now I'm going to pull the wing case over and second thought, I'm actually use a little more dubbing and do one wrap of thread around that thread base there. Okay. And now we'll pull the wing case over. There, right back, front of it, and we'll cut the wing case, the tag end of the wing case off. And we're going to adjust and look at it, and then we're going to take our whip finish and whip finish. Thread, measure the legs out. I want the back legs to be almost as long as where the tail ends, and then I'm going to take and cut these ones just short of that. Just line them up with the other one and guesstimate, and then I'll line them up and even them out. And there is the micro stone rubber leg. Thank you for watching. You can also put some epoxy glue or some UV glue on the top of that wing case, probably make it a little more durable. But thanks for watching. Please remember to like Fishbait's Flybox on Facebook, subscribe to Lance Dean's YouTube channel, and stay up to date with fishbaitsflybox.com by subscribing to it. Thank you, and have a nice evening.